Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. Want to welcome all of my friends that are watching this on Facebook or on LinkedIn, and folks that are following this on my YouTube channel. So first, let me just take a quick peek, see who's here. Daryl, I got your note, and as soon as we're finished with this, we'll do a session. We'll go in and check out your mail. All right. For any of you that are in boot camp, if you have any questions, please type them in the chat. Good morning, Earl. Now, last night, we talked about engagement. Because at the end of the day, if you want to build your business on LinkedIn, or for that matter, any social network, it's all about engagement. It's about connecting and communicating with people. So we went over numerous ways to initiate engagement. And the bottom line for all of you, it's totally in your hands. Totally in your hands. So in tonight's final boot camp session, we're going to be talking about closing the sale. Every sale has 5 basic obstacles: no need, no money, no hurry, no desire, no trust. And we're going to provide you with some scripts. We're actually going to be introducing a new closing tactic that has been working incredibly well for all of my students that have been using it. And good morning, Jeremy. Now, tonight, we're going to talk about how to close more sales in less time. The sooner you realize that a person is not a prospect for your business, and there are some clear and obvious tells, you stop talking to them and start talking to other people. And you will fall in love with the process. We talk about communicating with everyone based on what you know about them, what you see on their profile, their daily activity, and then follow my scripts. Now, we're getting closer to the release of my chatbot. Now, we've been talking about Max GPT, but it's more appropriate to call it Max AI. Because when you think about it, for the last 26 years, my scripts have served as artificial intelligence to network marketers. What to say? What do I say to people? It starts first with your profile. People have to see you. If they can't see you, then they can't see your activity. And most people don't realize they're not visible. LinkedIn adjusts the settings So I'm going to jump over to LinkedIn. And let's take a look. Okay, Michael, trying to find you on LinkedIn. Let me unmute you. So as you can plainly see, there are a lot of Michael Johnson. And notice there's some people here, you can't see their pictures. If people can't see you, that's the start of the process. Let me unmute Jeremy.
Hello.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
Oh, I know it doesn't sound like it because I haven't had my cappuccino yet, but my wife, God love her, every once in a while we go out to a restaurant and she tipped the waitress to put in an extra 2 shots of espresso. So I'd come out back from lunch and I was just wired. And so I'm kind of mellow, um, but I'm really excited about tonight's boot camp because the process that you're all in the process of learning, it's like learning a dance. And like the cha-cha, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 3, 4, cha-cha-cha. You have the questions and the rhythm of the conversation is repetitive. So the more you communicate with people, the more you talk to people, the more obvious the pattern's going to be. So what you're trying to do is to set up your profile so that when you reach out to people that based on who they are, based on what they do, would clearly be interested in a business opportunity. Now, network marketing companies and a lot of leaders emphasize getting customers. And historically, that has always been the way people build a business. Customers. Because customers are going to buy the products, consume the products, and then they are going to tell other people about the products. So your business, your network grows organically, internally, but it's slow. A good friend of mine, Kim Claver, wrote a book maybe 22, 23 years ago. If my product is so great, how come I can't sell it? And she had in there a whole book of scripts that were fabulous if you were looking for customers. Because when you think about it, if you go to the mall or you're at the gym and you have a product that's health and wellness, well, everybody can stand to be healthy. Everybody could stand to improve the quality of your life or consume your products. So it's kind of like a no-brainer. But not everybody, if you were walking around the mall or at the gym, is looking for business opportunity. And I remember years ago, I gave Kim Claver her first Facebook lesson because incredibly successful woman, knew absolutely nothing about social media. Back then, very few people did. So then we got into a conversation about how social networks changed the whole paradigm. Because you could know so much about a person by looking at their profile. You don't know anything about anybody that you see walking around the mall. You know, you can judge people by their jewelry, the clothes that they wear. But you can't tell who would be open or interested in looking for business opportunity. Well, thanks to social networks, you can. So the paradigm changed. Now we can pop on LinkedIn and you can pick certain categories of people. I like easy. Okay. Who doesn't? So we want to be able to connect with people that, based on what we see in their profile, would clearly have a need or an interest in what you're doing. And that's a lot of people. Now, what we want to be able to do is take that a step further. Say, okay, we have 1 million people to choose from that would clearly be interested in the business. So we want to pick the people who would have the greatest aptitude to be successful, the skills, people that have a circle of influence that they could naturally go to talk to about the business. The more we filter that down, the more successful you're going to be. So as we start talking to people, what happens is we keep going forward as long as we're getting answers that confirm, yeah, this person is still in play. And you'll be amazed at how many people open up and tell you things about themselves that make it even clearer that, yes, they are clearly serious candidates for your business, because we know they have a need. We know that they have the skills and experience to be successful. The only thing left to find out before you get into a conversation with someone about your business is, what is their experience in network marketing? Now, that question unnerves a lot of people, and it shouldn't. It shouldn't. I mean, there are some basic fundamental questions that you need to know about somebody to save you time. Example, if I was going to hire someone to work as a lifeguard out at my country club pool. I certainly want to know if they could swim. Well, on LinkedIn, you could come up here and we could search for people, not only by profession, but we could search for people that have the skills, the aptitude, and the natural credibility. And so your profile here, telling people what you do. All right, so there's still some things, there's still some adjustments that you want to make. Was this a merit plan?
No, that was my own company.
It was your own company.
Yeah.
Okay. So if this was your own company, what was the name of it?
Proverbs 13:22, financial services, insurance and financial services.
Wow. Okay. So if that's the name of the company, you're the owner. You're the founder.
Correct.
You're the owner, you're the founder, not a financial services professional.
Okay.
That changes everything. And what I would do is I'd remove self-employed, full-time. Everything that you do is full-time. Even if you're doing something part-time, you're doing it. You know, a lot of network marketers are part-time, but they're full-time part-time. So this, you know, I have a theory about this. And the thing is, you're going to turn up in more searches if you don't have anything there, as opposed to putting anything in there. I've got some people running some tests now. So here, when people look at your online resume, if you will. So you're the pastor at a church. You founded an insurance and financial services business. And prior to that, you were a hearing instrument specialist. Okay. So, okay. So what did you do? What else? What other things have you done?
I ran my own business. I remanufactured inkjet and laser toner cartridges.
Okay. How long did you do that?
About 8 years.
You need to put that in here. You
Okay.
need to give it a clever name, okay? Because what you're doing here is you're demonstrating to people that you're an entrepreneur. And so if we come back up here, because of all the different things that you've done, this part up here is really not necessary because it's down here.
Okay.
So what you want people to see is now by calling yourself a pastoral lifestyle mentor, you're kind of segregating. Granted, you're letting people that are pastors know. But what about everybody else? In other words, if you just wanted to talk to pastors, this would be very effective. But if you wanted to talk to other entrepreneurial-minded people, you wanted to talk to people that lost their jobs and that are looking for new jobs, looking to change careers, that's where your headline here really, really resonates with the people that you're going to reach out and approach. So, I think it'd be better. You are a lifestyle transitioning mentor because that's what you do. Whether it's pastors, no matter what profession they're in, there are people in the military that are getting out of the military that are looking for something else to do. They're looking for their next career. You are a global internet entrepreneur, no question about it. But you're also a serial entrepreneur because you've had a number over the years, you've had a number of successful businesses. Every word here should resonate with the people that you want to talk to. And the beauty of this is that you control everything. Your profile is set up. We can go out and we can start reaching out and start talking to people that we know based on what we see, they would be great prospects for the business. But if we have so many choices, the beauty of LinkedIn is we can come up here and we can say, all right, show me all the pastors on LinkedIn. Gotta have 1 million. Now, the thing is that they're not all active, but you could talk to any pastors, one pastor to another, and have a nice conversation based on mutual admiration, mutual experience, mutual respect. But if you knew ahead of time, based on what you read, that in addition to being a pastor, they needed to make some extra money, depending upon the level of their the level of their pastorship, if you will. That would say a lot. But we could go up here and say, look, show me all the pastors now. There's 6 different ways to do this search with different results, but so you got 4,000 pastors that are looking for new opportunity. All right, now that's still 4,000 people. Yet you can filter this down. You couldn't go wrong reaching out to people. But the more qualified they are, the more successful you're going to be, the more successful they're going to be. So we have to dig deeper. So here we've got a business-minded leader looking for a great opportunity. Okay. He's verified. We know he's real. Now notice as we scroll down here, you message, connect, follow. You always want to connect with people. LinkedIn has changed the deal. When you do a search, unless you're using or subscribing to one of their advanced features, which you are, you can only do 10 of these a month. And in a way, that's a good thing because it makes it easier for you. It makes it easier for all of you because too many people were jumping on LinkedIn, brand new, taking advantage of that option to send out messages to 300 people a month and messing up the entire process. So the question is, which one of these people has the interest, the skills, the experience working with people? It only takes a brief conversation, but answers that are looking for an opportunity. You got 4,000. Answers looking for opportunities. And telling you there's another 4,000. Now, you could have a conversation with any one of these people, but I wouldn't exclusively be looking for pastors. There are going to be other people looking for opportunities. Other people looking for sales opportunity. You got more than 500,000. And as a pastor that was also a serial entrepreneur, someone that has started a number of successful businesses, you'd have credibility with all of these people. Looking for opportunities in sales, remote sales. So now you got 52,000 people. So there's all kinds of people. And the ease of connecting with the right people that would be successful. For example, on LinkedIn, in sales, $55,200,000. Sales training, 7 million. Look for opportunity. $69,000. People with sales and training experience. So you end up filtering down. You'll do it through trial and error, or pay attention in boot camp. We'll try to move you all in the right direction. But just because someone's in sales or another great category, recruiters. So you've got dozens and dozens of opportunities to pick out people that, based on what you see, based on their daily activity, tell you that they're looking for an opportunity. You have a solution for them. But you really, I can't emphasize it enough. The more selective you are about who you're talking to, the more successful you're going to be. Only talk to qualified prospects about your business. As the conversation goes on, you learn something about the person that rules them out as a prospect. For example, without being salesy, you could talk to anybody once you've got a dialogue going to learn more about them. With all the time that you've been in sales, most of the people that I work with on LinkedIn that have been in the sales field for as long as you've been in it have also tried generating extra income working with a network marketing company. What companies have you worked with? We're not trying to sell, we're trying to learn more about the other person. Show me a school teacher that's been teaching school for 7 years. Believe me, she knows all about network marketing, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And you never have to be afraid about talking about someone's network marketing experience. Because if they've had a bad experience, well, we feel bad about that, but the facts are that there are a lot of people that have had a bad experience in network marketing. Sometimes it's not their fault. The key question to ask somebody like that is, why'd you get into network marketing in the first place? Now, if they come back and tell you they got in because of a product, that's one thing. But most of the people that you're going to talk to are going to come back and they're going to tell you they wanted to make some extra money. And that's really the answer that you're looking for. Because if they wanted to make extra money, you may find that they've tried different network marketing opportunities. Same reason, trying to make some extra money. In boot camp, we shared an example of someone, very sharp person, been a pharmacist for 25 years, reached out, connected to a nurse who was in the Air Force and also happened to be a lieutenant colonel. Natural attraction, natural appreciation for what each other did. And it didn't take more than 3 back and forth messages to find out what their experience in network marketing was. for all the time. You've been a nurse for over 20 years. What network marketing companies have you worked with? And they came back, they named 6 companies. And I said, oh, network marketing, I would never do it again. Never. Well, why? A lot of hype, never lived up to my expectations. They listed 3 or 4 different reasons. Why did they do it? Because of the money. Now, if they did it 6 or 7 times, they will do it again if they see the opportunity and if they can get passionate about what they're looking at. Every time you are talking to someone that you believe is a prospect, there are 3 things going on in the back of their mind. 1, does this really work? Is this legit? 2, can they do that? Okay, it is legit. So can I really do this and be successful doing it? And the 3rd thing they're thinking is, are you going to help them? Those 3 things. So in this case study, we learned that the person did not have a good network marketing experience. It spanned maybe 12 years. So we went back and we explained to the person, we understand anytime you run into somebody that tells you they've had a bad experience in network marketing, it's understandable. Totally understandable. You weren't trained properly. You were told old school methods that involves chasing your family, chasing your friends, going to meetings, things that people don't want to do today. And the truth is, to be successful in network marketing today, it's not about selling. It's about leadership. It's about training. It's about team building. So when we explain to the lieutenant colonel that we understand why you weren't successful, and the truth is that you have all the skills to be incredibly successful in this business. Okay. So you were sold the wrong stuff and you were given the wrong information. If you'd be willing to look one more time, I'd be happy to show you a business that you're ideally suited for, that you wouldn't have to experience any of those other things. Would you take a look at it if I show it to you? And they said yes. Showed them the information. 6 months later, they joined the business. But if we look at the amount of talk time over an 8-month period of time, it was less than an hour. You communicate with people, you stay in touch with people, you build rapport with people by posting, by becoming a content creator, by being the person that the people that you want to talk to would naturally be interested in the business. LinkedIn and Facebook have changed. They have added so many new features. And in the course of doing that, because so many people are joining LinkedIn, some of these changes are rattling the cages of a lot of people. They have eliminated that ability to jump in and every 30 days send out 300 connection requests, build a relationship. Let me come back over here because over the last couple of days, Okay, so if I come down here, so one of the things that LinkedIn has done is they've made it easy for people to reach out to other people. If I come down here a little bit, I got a couple of, and here you go, here's one. So somebody sent me a connection request. I accepted. This was back in December. But sometimes recently, they just got thrown off LinkedIn. Gone. So whoever this person was, they've lost their account. They've lost all of their connections. LinkedIn's doing that for a reason. Too many people are jumping on, creating bogus accounts, and then slamming people with all kinds of messages. LinkedIn's going to make it easy for you. They've got some new features, new applications that are going to make it easier for you to connect with or reconnect with people, with the right people. The more of the right people that you talk to every day, the more successful you're going to be. So I have, let me, tonight is our last session of our March boot camp. You go the other way. So I've opened up registration for my April boot camp. And for those of you that are in boot camp, check your email because we have a special promotion. The April boot camp has 5 sessions. Create, connect, communicate, close, and then once a quarter, the daily routine of top earners. We go deep into the 10 important lessons you could learn from Think and Grow Rich, the daily routine that takes you to the top, what do the $1 million earners do, and how to develop the mindset of a $1 million earner. It's an extra session. Now, for those of you that have been in a boot camp, nothing beats achieving success faster than repetition. So I ran a special promotion for St. Patrick's Day. You could register for my April, May, and June boot camps. Average price, $59 a month. You're going to get our anthology of scripts, and you could use the St. Patrick's Day special promotion, Shamrock in lowercase. That'll take $50 off the price. In addition, you'll be able to participate in my weekly coaching mastermind sessions. And this is a 90-day experience. April, May, June. We're going to show you how to set goals. And every Saturday from 1 o'clock until 2:30, open problem solving sessions, help everyone overcome confidence issues, discuss recruiting tactics and scripts, demonstrate advanced searching techniques. You'll watch me log into people's accounts, resolve closing issues. And you all want to set up a 90-day game plan. Where are you in your business right now? How big is it going to be at the end of March? How big do you want to grow it in April, May, and June? And we're looking to help everybody achieve those goals. So you can go to maxsteingart.com/90-day challenge, register, and you'll gain immediate access to the mastermind sessions on Saturday as well. I'm going to be back at 4 o'clock for another session. We'll have boot camp folks that have questions about conversations. Whatever questions you have, bring them. Tonight at 9 o'clock, we have our final boot camp session. At the end of every day, you can be talking to 10 people, 15 people, 20 people a day. And as they answer you, they weed themselves out. So you're never rejected. I will be back at, like I said, 4 o'clock.
Hey, Max,
Yes.
at 4 o'clock, could you maybe spend a little time talking about what the benefit of that recruiter line is? Because I'm still not sure what the major benefits of that are.
Oh, sure. Be happy to.
Okay, great.
Be happy to. I will be back. Ray, previous mastermind sessions have been recorded. We haven't loaded them up yet into our new website. We're actually, not only are we planning on doing that, but we're planning on feeding a lot of the solutions that we can come up with in that mastermind session into our chat, Max AI. What do I say? And it'll bring it back. We'll catch up to all of you next time.